My favorite thing is getting away and getting unplugged. It's not some easy vacation. There's a lot of work that goes into it. So it's kind of a good character builder when you have to come here and kind of survive and go through a little bit of a tough time, but it's nice to get away and look at all the nature around us.
Up in northern Minnesota, on the border of Canada, lies thousands of lakes and rivers.
And just really being out in nature like this is special because it's pretty much untouched by man, so I really like that.
It is a wilderness area only accessible by boat.
Everything slows down. You're in tune with nature more. You don't have white noise, so I don't have anything there distracting me. You can just focus on peace, being restful.
A place where nature has been left untouched. This is the Boundary Waters. For the last 25 years, my Uncle Nathan has been coming to the Boundary Waters to fish, camp, and to see nature in its true form. This year, I have the privilege of joining him. The Boundary Waters lies in the state of Minnesota, just on the border of Canada in the Superior National Forest. This wilderness area is strictly accessible by canoes and kayaks, where the only way to travel is to traverse rivers, portage rough trails, and hop across islands. The Boundary Waters was established in 1958, and in 1978, the Boundary Water Canoe Area Wilderness Act was passed, which designated the land under the National Wilderness Preservation System and added 50,000 acres, totaling to almost 1,100,000 acres. Today, the Boundary Waters has over 150,000 visitors per year, with over 1,200 miles of canoe routes. My name is Elijah. Joining me on this trip is my Uncle Nathan, who has been exploring these waters for over 2 decades. My cousin Clayton, who has also had years of experience, Monty and his son Mac, Jeremy, a newcomer to the Boundary Waters, Dan, and Brandon. While camping, canoeing, and enjoying the scenery are just a few of the things you can do, it's not the main reason to visit.
Woo!
Put your mark on it.
The fishing in the Boundary Waters is some of the best in the country. With pure habitats and limited pressure, fish like smallmouth bass, walleye, and lake trout thrive in these waters. They fight hard and are the primary food source for this ecosystem. And while these fish are fun to catch, there is one fish that is sought after over the rest. The northern pike, an aggressive freshwater fish with a long, slender body for quick movements and rows of sharp teeth. They will feed on anything. Their strength and potential size make them a prime target for anglers.
They're just long and nasty, and they're fun. Yeah, the pike definitely are the funnest to catch. And
My best pike is 39 inches. I've always wanted to catch plus 40. Extremely hard to come by. You've got to do everything right when you have that fish on the line. They're subject to throwing the hooks, rolling. You have If you've got a weakness in your equipment, you're not going to land the fish.
I caught a pike and I'm trying to bring him up around the canoe and get him in, and then all of a sudden my line gets pulled and just starts getting ripped out. I'm like, I think I just had another pike T-bone my pike. And so I bring it back around, and sure enough, I've got this huge pike T-boning the pike that I've got on the line. I didn't land both of them, but I got mine in, and then about 10 minutes later, I caught my big. So I think I caught that pike that finally T-boned the one. But
With the van packed, we begin our 16-hour drive from southern Ohio to northern Minnesota. But nature is unpredictable. And while the weather for the next 8 days looked good, there's no telling what the wilderness holds for us. After a 16-hour drive, 5-hour boat ride, and a mile-long portage, we finally arrive at the campsite we'll call home for the next 4 days. And while the weather was cloudy and cold, the fishing was already picking up.
It's a smallmouth. Nice. Oh my god.
Scoop at the net, appreciate it.
Dude.
Dang, I thought it was a pike the way he was fighting.
Wow.
Hey!
Yes.
That's a nice net.
Came in clutch.
Gee willikers. That was my phone, that was a joke.
Day one of Boundary Waters. Had a long night last night driving here. About 16 hours, got here at 4:30. Woke up at 5:30. And we've just been looking for a campsite. We had trouble finding one earlier. Finally found one. Settled down for a day. And we're gonna check out this waterfall and see what kind of fish we can catch.
Boys on the way out. I was going fast. Today's the gym.
This waterfall is always a highlight on the trip, and with a few fish on the stringer and the sun beginning to set, we head back to camp after a successful first day.
Yeah, I had one where I didn't let the clutch out, and it literally saved my life. I was my dad had a Dan knows the two motorcycles that we had.
I feel like I should be fishing right now.
You can if you want.
I might.
Now you know I'd heard work.
It was awful cold the first couple days. Waking up in the morning, just getting warm once you're out of the tent. Wasn't completely unbearable in the tent. But getting that fire going, I was shivering. And then just trying to get warm. That was a little bit almost painful a couple times, but the weather changed quickly and it's been fantastic the last couple.
Well, day 2. It was cold last night.
Morning 1.
Morning 1. It's day 2.
We were like for a full day.
Yeah. It was cold last night. Got cold feet. But it's feeling good today. Sun's out, so we're gonna go get some fishing in and
Get you off the skunk list.
get me off the skunk list. That's right. Let's go. Well, so much for no rain.
Good thing.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Made it.
We're alive. Now we gotta beat the clock.
Now we gotta beat the rain.
After no luck fishing, we headed back to camp, barely avoiding the rainstorm. And while everyone prepped for dinner, Clayton and I headed to a peninsula for some more fishing, and after a few minutes, I hooked into something massive. A northern pike, the biggest we've seen yet.
Dude, he's huge. Oh my God. Hold on. I still got him. Oh. I'm getting caught on everything. Dude. This is a huge fish. Oh, he's running. I'm gonna let him run. Dude, do you see how big that fish is? Ooh. Oh, he's running. He's running. Okay, I'm bringing him up.
I don't even know if I can net this thing.
Dude. Bring him around? I can try. Oh, shit. No.
Such a big pike. At least 40.
After missing a personal best, I was feeling pretty down, so we headed back to camp for dinner. And while fish tacos were definitely the perfect cure, I couldn't stop thinking about missing a fish that size.
That might be good. Yeah.
You get down to the backbone, kind of like you're going to saw it in half, go horizontal.
The other part.
That way you can use that as a
Before the sunset, Mac and I headed out to get me off the skunk list. And before long, I reeled in my first pike. And while I was happy to have caught my first fish, I was still looking for another massive pike.
Pretty good.
Good morning.
Morning, sunshine.
Day 3. It's a nice sunny day, and we're gonna get into some more fish today, hopefully. It wasn't as cold last night.
It was a crazy night last night.
Crazy night last night.
3 peas in a pod.
Funky stuff going on, but we'll just leave it at that and get some fishing going. Well, the fish are not on yet. Usually it's a pretty good spot, but it's pretty slow right now. Hopefully things pick up, but we'll see what we can do in the meantime.
Here we go. Yes. Walleye?
Yes.
Yes. Woo!
Doing good, man.
Let's go. Bye.
After catching plenty of fish for dinner, we headed out for a sunset row in hopes of a few more fish to cap off the day.
On the board with a mouth.
Uh-oh.
I can prove it.
How big, what's our,
Just got that nice sunset.
how big is it?
Oh, not huge.
They work on time. Mark your channel all day long.
Good morning. Day 4. We're at the mouth of this waterfall here. Already got a couple fish on. Today's looking a lot better than yesterday, so hopefully we can keep that going. But yeah. Got him. Sweet. Nice smallie.
We had 200 by one time.
The day started off strong, with everyone catching a few fish. And after taking one last good look at the waterfall, we returned to camp for dinner. Afterwards, everyone was itching to get back out. We rode to an inlet where the fishing seemed good. As Jeremy and I landed on the bank, we noticed something huge in the water. And after a few casts, I had him on.
Oh, oh. Whew. Oh my God. You see him? He might be too big for that net, but just get his head in there.
Okay.
Hold on, he's running. I'm gonna let him run.
Touch it, Jeremy.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna bring him up to the corner here. Bringing him up. Oh! There he is, there he is. He's done, he's done. He's done. Oh. Yes! Oh, okay.
Careful, careful, careful. You got the lines underneath them.
Okay.
Woo! He splashed me. Stay patient.
Yep, I am.
He's got to wear down soon.
Uh-huh. With the... Yes! Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you measure it? And now Elijah, every fly fishing and will be up here trying to catch a pike.
Thank
Nice
you
job,
so much, man.
Congrats.
I just like to squirt out a little.
All right, day 4 or 5? Is it 5 or 4?
They all blend together.
They all blend together. We're packing up at the first campsite, headed to the next one. New lake, hopefully some better fishing, although it hasn't been too bad. But smallmouth have moved in, that's a good sign, so fishing should pick up. But I think we're all ready for a change of scenery, so.
Oh yeah.
What's the claim, Clayton?
Now get back to rowing.
There we go.
I thought we were at the bee's knees on the first camp, and then I came here, and I'm like, my mind's expanded to a whole new bar that's been raised, because this place is pretty awesome over here too. So I like the variability of each camp. It's all got its own unique. You know, we could jump off the diving board here, whereas over there that wasn't really a thing.
As we headed to the next campsite and the trip began to wind down, I began to reflect on what it means to appreciate nature, how life can be so simple out here, and how being in the wilderness can restore and heal your mind. Although a lot of hard work is put in to get to places like this, you learn how important these wilderness areas are and not take them for granted.
Like you're rowing in portageon a lot, so then you kind of get stinky and dirty, and you can't really clean any of that. So you kind of stay stinky and dirty for the whole trip, and you kind of feel yucky. Like my hands still have tree sap on it from the first day, trying to collect sap for my dad and a bunch of bug bites all over me. It's a little uncomfortable, but we make it work. It's not awful. Yeah, get disconnected, refocus, re-energize, and it's not like bodily energized because you're tired and exhausted after the weeks. It's more of a mental refocus, a mental change that I like, that I enjoy.
That and the stars are amazing out here where there's no light pollution. So just getting some of that stuff that you can't get back in real life makes the trip worth it.
The solitude, literally getting out completely away from the world. So if you're somebody whose creature comforts are extremely important, you probably aren't going to have too much fun. Then the other thing I would say is, do you like solitude? If you're not used to it, you're going to be out of your element. But if that seems appealing to you, then by all means try it.
My dad always says, you make sure you tell people that it's not a vacation. Like, don't get in your mind that you're gonna go and boat around on a lake and I don't know. Just know you're kind of. He always says roughing it. You're kind of roughing it for the week, but it's a good roughing it.
It'd be crazy if you woke up one day and there were two suns. That'd freak you out a little bit, wouldn't it?
4, 6. Maybe it was 8 days.
It was 8 days. Good morning.
Because I had 8 meals. 8 lunch meals.
We are headed out the Boundary Waters. We are portaging across 2 lakes, and we have what, 7 portages, maybe 8.
Big day.
Long day ahead of us, but we've got started early. We're all packed and ready to go, and we are out of here. It's been a good trip so far.
Oh yeah.
And what are you looking forward to?
I told you my one goal right now is to make it through the outhouse.
We're
making crap on a real toilet.
a real toilet.
I'm so excited.
That's the important part.
Oh.
Not any food, a toilet. That sounds about right.
You know it.
All right. Wish us luck. Three portages left. Two left. The final portage is always the longest. While you are ready for a shower, a hot meal, a real bed, you can't help but feel sad to leave behind a place as beautiful as this. Being away from your phone, from society, can teach you things about yourself you might have never known.
I look forward to the solitude and the getting away from it all to recharge your battery. But if there's something that's on your bucket list that you think you want to do, but it requires a little effort, basically pin the date on the calendar and make it happen, because you won't regret it. It's not going to happen unless you plan it. And as life gets, the farther you go in life, the harder that becomes, and I don't know why that is. You just get busier and more tied down, and I think this is a very important part of my life, actually.
You ever get a chance to do this and you don't think you can, go for it anyways. I wasn't sure how I'd do because, back home I shower every day and I eat, pretty well. So, you're not sure how it's going to shake out, but the experience is it's got its own nugget of rewards just in the experience, and everything has worked out really well. Now, granted, we've had amazing weather on this trip. If it was 40 degrees and raining and windy, it might sound a little different, but I would say no matter how the weather shakes out, you're going to have some stories to tell, and you're going to be glad that you did it.
7 days in the Boundary Waters is a good time because at the end of those 7 days, your body's a little sore. You're kind of like, you know what, I'm ready to get back. I'm ready to get a McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese. But this is one of those trips where the weather and the bugs have been so nice that it's like, you know what, I could do this for a couple more days and it would be absolutely fine.
Being my third year on this trip, it has taught me to appreciate nature more than I ever thought was possible. The untouched wilderness is something I will never take for granted. But if there's one thing I've learned on this trip, it's that the people around you mean so much more than what you see on the outside. Getting to know someone in an environment like this will show you who they truly are at heart. And while I'll always remember catching a personal best fish, it pales in comparison to this. If you ever want to take a trip to the Boundary Waters, by all means, do it. Make it happen. It will be challenging, it will be uncomfortable, but you will walk away a new person, and you will remember it forever. Thank you for watching.
Come into play now. Put it on the back end.